behind my shot.
I just want to be included.
Here now
I'm so
with
excited to be here.
More details on and all this, Chris.
Yeah, and another thing with the snakes, if they're floating on top of the water, those are usually the venomous snakes as well.
Oh,
so
I
if
didn't
it's
know
just
that.
ahead, so straight up on top like the black mambas, keep that in mind. And then if you're closer to the shoreline, even alligators. It's always fun, right?
No.
Ooh,
oh
not
my
fun.
Goodness. Well, how are we looking here?
Well, here we're fine. We're sizzling. We're cooking. But so are the tropics. So I want to show you everything that's happened over the weekend and right now. This is potential tropical cyclone 9. That simply means that we are going to have this be named within the next 24 hours before it makes landfall. This is going to make landfall in a hurry. Right now, winds at 30 miles per hour. Once it gets to 40, we're calling it Tropical Storm Harold. So we're going to quickly see this move its way off towards the west. That's going to make landfall here in southern Texas. That'll be by tomorrow morning. So it'll be named later on tonight and then done. Then it's just going to turn post-tropical, but could dump a decent amount of rain up to about 2 to 4 inches. That's Harold. Tracking the tropics further, we also have Tropical Storm Franklin. This is going to be the big one, not because of the intensity of the winds, but because of the amount of rainfall. This is going to move its way off towards the north, past the Dominican Republic. That's mainly Tuesday night heading into Wednesday, sticks around for Wednesday, and then once it leaves, it eventually is going to re-intensify back into a hurricane. But check out these rainfall totals for the Dominican Republic right here. The island of Hispaniola is going to get slammed, but it's the Dominican Republic side of things, right around Santo Domingo, that's going to have anywhere from 12 inches to a foot of rain. It could even surpass that. And some of these areas are not able to evacuate. So this is a very dangerous situation. That's why I think Franklin's going to have the biggest impacts. Meanwhile, you have Tropical Storm Gert, soon about to be Tropical Depression Gert. You have Tropical Storm Emily that's going to turn to a fish storm moving into the northern Atlantic. That is now post-Tropical Storm Emily. And then, last but not least, later this week, we name another storm, the 9th one. This is going to be Idalia, and Idalia is projected to go out in the middle of the Atlantic. Regardless, we're now in the peak of hurricane season, where August, September, and October typically has about the 79% chance, or most of the tropical storms, around 79% of them, form during this time frame, and 85% of all hurricanes form during these 3 months. So we're right in the heart of it. Meanwhile, as I already mentioned, the tropics are cooking. We have 10 words that we can use to describe the next few days. So blazing, sultry, sweltering, just a few of them, as temperatures are going to be anywhere from 95 to 98 degrees. Today we're at 95. That's been a popular temperature. We couldn't get past it for the longest time this summer. We're going to have more clouds by the end of the day, and I don't think we're going to get past that 95 degree point. So 95 will be a popular temperature, 96 for Lancaster, but this is only the beginning, my friends. The hottest temperature that we've had so far this year is about 96. We're going to get there. Overnight tonight, we dropped down to 66 for back-to-back mornings. That's the coolest low that we've had since late June. And then we're going to be anywhere from 66 to 72 over the next 5 nights. As I mentioned, 96 has been the top. That was back on August 14th. Well, tomorrow we could match it. Friday we could surpass it. And then Saturday, very similar today, right about 95. But regardless, 4 of the next 7 days could make this list and make a whole new arrangement here. So the hottest air of the year, yep, it's here. For our heat index, though, it's not going to be oppressive, over-the-top mugginess, so that's going to help us out, but it still could get us close to that danger level. Could have a heat advisory for Friday, and this is important because it's the last preseason game. I'm going to this. The game starts at 8 o'clock. Realistically, we're going to have heat indices around 90 to 95 degrees as the sun is setting. That shows how hot it is, so it's going to be cooking right when the Panthers are hopefully going to have a good last showing for Game 3 of the preseason. Heading through the weekend, once a front passes, we see a much better situation. 95 degrees with a chance for thunderstorms late day on Saturday. By Sunday, back to the 80s. Wednesday, though, guess what? My pick of the week.